Let us say I'm just giving you the similar type of project, but the name I'm changing it. So I'll just give it the name of Kent. Basically, it's a sales and distribution project. Okay. This organization has a list of products which they are trying to sell. This organization has a list of products which they want to sell it. So they have a purifiers, softeners, air purifiers, cooking, vacuum cleaners. So all these are what? All these are what? Different verticals of their sale. All these are different verticals of their sale. All these are different verticals of their sales. Okay. All these are the products. Product family, water purifier. Product family, water softener. Product family, air purifier. Product. So all this will come as what? All these are products, but they are categorized into different families. So they are called water purifier family. This is the water softener family. These are the products. Air purifiers, cooking appliances, vacuum cleaners. Right. Okay. Now, right. So what they are giving you here? Dealers, trade partner. You can become a dealer. You can become a trade partner. Request for the demo. So what is this trade partner? Right. Now, already you are existing dealer. Let me give just to tell you the points here. So dealer, then there is an inquiry to become a partner. Right. So look at the story now. Basically, I have an application. This application has some users. This application has some users here who are business developing managers. All these are business developing managers. Now, and okay, regional wise managers, we have some regional managers. Okay, city wise, there will be a manager city wise, or every business development manager will be associated with 4 dealers. For every 4 dealer, we have one business manager. So, he is the regional manager. For this regional manager, again we have VP. For the Kent, all these people are users here. VP. Right. This is the structure which they are following for their sales. So, these people are RMs, VP, we have RM, and the RM we have manager. Managers are for based in the region, they have different managers. Right. Fine. So what these people do? They are associated with dealers. Where are those dealers available? We have a community. This is a community. In the community, we have dealers. Right. For every dealer, there will be one manager associate. Every dealer will have one. So where these dealers are going to log in? All the dealers are going to log into this. Now, dealers and retailers. And at the same time, I also have franchises, my authorized franchises, where my partners also will log in. right? This is the basic story. This is the basic story. Now we need to identify the dealers. For every dealer, there will be a manager associated. So the dealers will go and talk to the, they'll go and distribute to the, okay, they'll go and distribute to the shops, retailer shops, dealer, sub-dealer, retailers, dealer, sub-dealer, retailers, dealer, sub-dealer, retailers. At the same time, I also have some partners. Now, what is my partners? Bajaj Electronics, where I was associated with the Bajaj Electronics directly. I say, wherever they open their showroom, I will be putting my products there. Now I have TMC or some other brands are there. I have tied up with those people. Wherever they open, I'll put my products in that. Now they are what? Those I'm directly having a deal with. I'm directly having a deal with the concerned partners, their partner, large scale partners, corporate partners, their corporate partners. Now sometimes I also may go with some corporate companies. This is a separate wing which will go and contact with the corporate companies. So that will be promotional come sales. When we put our products in the companies, corporate companies, now we are promoting our product basically. We are promoting our products. Okay. Just an example. If you go to any shopping malls, you find a massaging chairs. This is a 50 rupees per hour, 30 rupees per hour. Now, if you purchase that, it will be a 4 lakhs or 5 lakhs. Each chair costs you 4 to 5 lakhs. But they give you 10 rupees, 30 rupees or 50 rupees, 1 hour they sit. Okay. If they collect 10 rupees or 50 rupees per hour or 30 minutes, then they will be getting the 5 lakh rupees. And the shop, because they keep the multiple chairs, the space also they have to pay rent. Right? Then what is the purpose of giving that? It's a promotion. It's a promotion. It's a cost of the company which is putting at that shopping mall. So they put these chairs. They say 50 minutes 30 rupees, 50 minutes 1 rupee. They keep some charges. They don't want to gain the money for selling the products. They put 5 to 6 chairs. That is 30 lakhs investment. And if they get 30 rupees, 50 rupees per hour, 50 minutes, and rent. So this is what a promotional activity. Now I need to target the corporate sector, mass sale. At the same time, it is a huge publicity. When you go to corporate sector, it is a huge publicity for them. So there's a corporate sale team is separate corporate sale team. So I have partners, I have dealers, and I have corporate customers. Now the corporate customers, who can create the corporate customers? Dealers can create. The dealers can create. Now primary dealer. You may have corporate companies associated. He may do it, or my company may bring the corporate customers. But at the end of the game, the sale will go through dealer only. The sale will go through dealer only. I will not be providing any product from my end. I will be directly giving the sale through dealer only. But I set the deal, but I will give through dealer. Okay, because the service has to be rendered by the concerned dealer of that region. Now, this is a basic story what we are getting. So they have products of different category. They hired some business development managers and regional managers, VP. Those people are identifying the dealers. They're bringing the new dealers. They're bringing the new retailers. They're promoting. Now, generally, who will go and talk to all the shops? These people will not go and talk to the shops. So dealers will have some employees who are called BDEs. These people will go to retailers. These people will go to retailers. These people will go to sub-dealers. They talk, they take the order. Now, my responsibility is to identify the dealers, put the pressure on the dealers to put more sales. These people only pressurize the dealers. The dealers will appoint some BDs. Those people will go. Those people will get the orders. Those people will go. Those people will go and get the orders. And these people will have targets. So our Salesforce users, these are the internal users who are the employees of Kente. And these people, they are the external users. They are community users. So actual business is coming from whom? The BDs. The order taking, everything comes from whom? BDs. BDs are the contacts of dealer. When you are a contact of a dealer, then you become a community user. You become a community user. They log into the community, they place an order. If they want to place an order, okay, if they want to place an order, or if they want to get an opportunity, which type of community is this? Partner community. They require what? Partner community. Why partner community? Because they have to generate a lead opportunities. Because they have to generate a lead and opportunity, there will be partner communities. I hope the basic story is clear for everyone. Right? So objective of this project is clear. The basic objective is clear. Right? These people have a group of products. Kind of products are there? Those products they want to sell it to the people. When they want to sell it, it's a mass sale. The sale is a mass sale. They cannot go and reach every city, every town. So obviously they identify, they have a business team who is identifying the new dealers, new retailers, new sub-dealers. They encourage them, they promote them. And those people will appoint some staff for themselves. They go to the retailer shops, they take a new orders. Right. They take a new orders. The discounts and everything goes with those people. Right. Is that was clear? This is one part. Second part is corporate customers. Second part is corporate customers or corporate partners. Now partner. The partner can be a corporate customer or it can be a showrooms, okay, big vendors who like to put their products. Now when you say Bajaj Electronics, now what they do? They put a combination of multiple. Now I should be one among them. Now wherever they open, I should be one among them because they are displaying thousands of products. So if I am not there, I will be losing my business. The sales happens or not, but I should be there. Okay, and most of the products there we have. Is that was clear? Right. So this happened, and the dealers are going to have some security deposits. Based on the security deposit only, stocks will be sent to them. So every dealer is supposed to put, depends upon, like, let's say if you have 50 lakhs security deposit is there. So we will be sending the stock which is of 50 lakhs. Now when you sell it, you get your commission. Now you sold 30 lakhs products you sold. Immediately what my business developing executive has to do, he has to go to you because there is still 30 lakhs you sold. Your security deposit of 50 lakhs is there. 30 lakhs products is sold. So you have a scope of giving an order for 30 lakhs. So I have to go to you, I have to convince you to place 30 lakhs order. Because your security deposit of 50 lakhs is with me, you paid, okay, 50 lakhs stock I sent you, you already sold 30 lakh products. The moment the sale is going on, my executive has to go immediately. 10 lakhs, okay, 10 lakhs sale is done, my executive will go. Boss, please take a new items. I should convince you to take it. I should convince because the guy will not be, because still I have a stock, the guy will not be putting an order. So I have to go to you and I have to say, boss, take a new order. So that's the role of your BDs. The dealers will go to retailers and ask them to take it. Dealer will send have BDs who will go to say, okay, sub-dealers. Sub-dealers will have BDs who will go to retailers. Right. So at the end of the game, dealers and sub-dealers are going to log into committee. Your dealers will be sending to sub-dealer, sub-dealer will be sending to retailers. Okay. Right. So retailers security deposit will be different. Sub-dealer security deposit will be different. Dealer's security deposit is going to be different. Okay. That's what we are going to discuss in the entire flow. So this is the overall story. The purpose of the project is clear. What is the purpose? They have a products they want to sell. They have water purifier, air purifier, and this category of products they want to sell it. When they want to sell it, it's a mass sale. So they are taking the help of dealers and retailers to sell their products. To run this operation, we have internal users, we have external users. All your BDs are external users. All your BDMs and regional managers and VPs are internal users. For every manager, there will be 3 dealers associated. Every manager has 3 dealers associated. Every manager has 3 sub-dealers. Every RM will have 1 dealer. Every RM deals with 1 dealer. Every RM deals with 1 dealer. Okay. And every manager deals with 1. Every manager deals with 3 sub-dealers. Every manager deals with 3 sub-dealers. Every RM is dealing with 1 primary dealer. Right. This is the story. Okay. Now come back to the point here. Now, first, campaign, the promotional activities they carry out. Okay. Now here, lead we have. Lead. So who will be making an inquiry for this? Who will be making an inquiry for this? No. The guy who want to be a retailer for you, who want to be a dealer. Lead. How the leads are coming? Here we have seen the form. Become a partner. You entered your data. Let. Now. Right. You're right, boss. So look at the story. Now this is a web to lead form. This is a web to lead form. Okay. When you enter the data here, the data will go to the consent. So how the leads are coming? One of the format is web to lead. The second format is market explorer. Now let us take. Now Adipatla is growing. Shopping malls are not there. Retail shops are going to come up there. Okay. Now when it is a growing up area, now shopping malls are not there, or big sale, okay, as electronic shops are not there. Now my BDM will identify somebody in that region. Now there's a growing up area. There's no sales available here. Now I need to find out somebody, and I have to encourage him to take a dealership there, so that as it's growing up, tomorrow will be a dealer for me. So what is it? Market explorer. Then next, referral. Referred by, now I want to make somebody as a retailer, or I want to make a retailer as a sub dealer. Now that guy is doing a lot of good sale. One retailer is doing now I have a shop in Amirpet, but I am not a dealer or sub dealer. Okay, from some sub dealer I'm getting the products, I'm selling it. But what happened? I was giving a sale of 50 lakhs or 60 lakhs every month. Now the dealer identified me. The dealer want me to push me as a sub dealer. The dealer want to push me as a sub dealer, and they ask me to take care about some more branches there. Now this is what referred by. Then again, employee. Employee is going to create. So how many ways, sir? How many ways? So finally, these are the ways in which you are getting. The leads are coming for what? Which category of leads are coming? The guy who want to be a retailer, the guy who want to be a dealer or sub dealer, and a corporate customer. So corporate customers are coming. Okay, corporate partners are coming, as well as dealers are coming. Now let us say if someone is starting a new branch, electronic shop they are starting. They want to go with the 6 franchises. They want to associate with me directly. Now it is a corporate partner. He is not a dealer. He is a corporate partner. So the inquiries are coming from their end. Now my people identified. So there's a new brand going to come up, like a Bajaj Electronics, some other brand is going to come up. My people identified. They went and talked to them. Now they created him as a lead. So the leads are coming for what? Leads are coming for corporate customer, corporate partners, corporate customers, corporate partners and dealers, retailers. The categories, corporate partners are categories, corporate partners are categories, your dealers. The 2 types of leads which is going to be created. So what is the source of the lead? Web to lead, market explorer, referred by BDE or employee. So come back to the story again. Leads are getting created. So the source of lead, web to lead, market explorer are purchased. We can also purchase the data from third parties. Then employee referral. Right. Now the stories. From where the lead is coming. From where the lead is coming. From where? See the lead source. If the lead source is employee, who created the lead? If the lead source is employee created the lead, he is the owner of the lead. Lead source is not employee. Lead source is others. Maybe web to lead or employer. Okay, others. 1 minute. Other also have category. Now it is dealer. It is coming from commodities. Commodities by BD. BD created. The BD is associated to one of the dealer. Whoever is the owner of the dealer, he will be the owner of the lead. All other sources, if any other source is coming, they have assignment rules. We have assignment rules. What are the assignment rules? Assignment rules will specify who should be the owner of the lead. So, based on the assignment rules, they are assigned to manager. They are assigned to manager. Now, manager will assign to team member. Or manager is going to assign to team member. Your team member is your manager. So based on the region, they are assigned to regional manager. Regional manager will assign to manager. That is what assigning to team member. Then what? Finally, at the end of the game, this is a story in both the cases. Once the story is achieved, then the procedure is going to be same. What is the procedure we have? So this is a story here. Once the story is achieved, things are same. Then schedule a call. Schedule a call. Once you schedule a call, fix an appointment. Then meeting, qualify the lead. qualify the lead. If you qualify the lead will convert into account. This is the first lead procedure. So what is happening with the lead? This is the procedure. So we have leads, different sources from where the leads are coming. Leads are coming from different sources. Who will be the leads in your case? The corporate customers, the guys whom you want to create as a corporate customers, or the people who want to be a retailers with you, who want to be a dealers with you, they will be making an inquiry. Now the people who want to be a corporate partner, or who want to be a corporate customer, or who want to be a dealer, they make an inquiry for you. When they make an inquiry, the leads are created, then goes to the source. Based on the lead source, owner is identified. Once the owner is identified, they will schedule a call, fix an appointment, arrange the meeting, go for the interviewing the customer, what they need, why, okay, they want to be a dealer. So check out their documentations, go for a meeting, verify their authentications. If you want to be a corporate partner, okay, identify, then qualify the lead. If they are qualified, they will be converted into account. If they are qualified, they will be converted into account. So this is the lead procedure what we are following. Now in this procedure, what are the technical implementations we have done? In this procedure, what are the technical implementations we have done? So I hope you got the story. Who want to be the dealers? Who will be the leaders in our case? Who will be the leads in our case? Category of leads. Let me push one more time. So I have a lead. Now I have lead. Based on the lead source, I have different story. I have leads. I have different lead sources. So depends upon the lead source, we have different story here. Who is our lead source? Lead source. Employee. Lead source. Dealer. Then we had employee, dealer, and the other means we have assignment rules. Based on the assignment rules, SL2, RM, RM2. Then once it is done, schedule a call. Schedule a call. This is the story. So this is our story. Then source of leads are coming from up to lead. purchase. Employee. Right. So I hope people are good with this procedure. So what is your application, what you are selling, and who will be okay in your application. In terms of your application, how are you getting the leads? Who are the leads? In my case, leads are going to be corporate partners. Dealers. Right. And also service providers. Retailers and service providers. Now service providers, repair, technical repair agencies. Now I purchase product, I have a warranty, I have some issue with that. I'll raise a case. The technical team has to fix it. Now the service providers are also one of the category of leads. Okay. So this is my story. This is my story. So is that was clear for everyone? Right? Everyone have followed that?
Satish, I'm having a doubt.
Yeah.
What is corporate partner? Can you explain me, please?
Now I told you. Now I have Bajaj Electronics. Now they'll be opening throughout they have multiple shops all over the India. I have a deal with that company. So wherever they have a shop, there I'll be putting my products. I have some ABC company. Wherever they're putting their company, they'll be selling my products in the company. So they'll be getting the price. The price of this will be straight away. I'll be getting the products straight away from the company. Then will be deal with those people.
Satish, thank you, Satish. Understood.
Right. Yes.
So that some dealer will report to the dealer. They will be having a separate.
Pardon. Now dealers will not log into Salesforce. Okay. Dealers will not be logging into Salesforce. Only sub dealers and dealers will be logging. Retailers information will not be. Retail means my shopkeepers. Small shops are there. So I cannot put all their data into my stores. Now there is retailers will not be logging. So sub dealer will be logging putting, but they put the retailer name. So the sale will happen through this retailer, but the retailer will not be able to log in. I cannot give access to all those people. Okay. Right. So when the lead is qualified, you become an account. Okay. When you came for an inquiry, you are a lead. After you came to Capital Info Solution for an inquiry, you are a lead. Once you spoke to us, everything is done. You join the course, you become account. Account is my person with whom I am doing a business. Once the lead is qualified, I agreed to do a business with you, then you become an account. First you spoke to me, you are a lead. Then I agreed to make you as my business associate. I am doing a business with you, you are an account. In this story, I am just dealing with the lead right now. Okay, let's finish the lead first. I hope everyone is good. Okay. So technically, what you have done? So basically, who is a lead? Who is showing? On it. Right. What are the things we need to understand? Lead source in this application. Right. Then. So how are you managing this? So we had a different record type. Now leads are categorized. Leaders classified into three types. One is corporate. Second one, dealer. So three types of leads are there: corporate leads, dealers, and services. Now how do you maintain this? So we handle this using record type. Record types. Now what data you need? So go to the site. Now what are the extra information you have? Look at this one. What are the extra fields you need? Check out this field, add them to the lead object. Now in the dealer, this is the information I'm collecting. So initially, now what type of service you are doing? Are you doing a sales or service? Okay, okay. What type of products you are dealing with? Now what was this? What was this? The inquiry designation. What are the extra fields we require? Will be adding. So added the okay. What are the extra fields are required? Will be adding this. Now the stories. What we have done? Involved in creating assignment. So based on the region, you're able to see here. Based on the geographic area, will be assigned to corresponding. Right? What is that? Retailer, direct sales distributor. Okay, dealer. So corporate franchise, service franchise, retailer, distributor. Okay, direct sales dealer. Okay, this is sub-dealer, dealer, sub-dealer, and this is what? Franchise, the authorized franchise. Now when you go to authorized franchise, that's, I told you, Bajaj Electronics. In that I am putting my authorized outlet. So there, dealers are not putting, company itself is putting. Now Bajaj Electronics is one company which is putting all the brands of different. There, I am also registering there with those people, tying up with those people. Wherever they open, I am putting my own outlet. I am putting my own outlet there. So that's what can exclusive outlets. I can put it if required like a. Shall I put it as franchise? Right. Corporate. Anyhow, I kept the corporate, this will sufficient. Dealers, sub-dealers, and now based on the region, they are assigned to based on the region, they are assigned to corresponding regional manager. Assignment rules are to based on the region, they are assigned to corresponding regional manager. Then what we have done, couple of, then what you are involved in this, the story here is, we have overridden standard lead creation page. Custom. How it is possible? Technically, how it is possible? We have used standard controller with extension, override, so we have used a concept of standard controller with extension to override the lead pages. So we had our own page here. We had a menu bar. When you click on the menu bar, so we will be getting a story like this. Wikipedia reads. Check it out. So, whichever I select and click it, the corresponding page is open. Okay. So I am using a overriding of the page. I require standard functionalities as well as custom functionalities. So I have gone with. We have used a standard controller with extension to override the lead pages based on the record type. So whatever the record type I have chosen here in the menu, based on that we will be getting the corresponding lead page through which I will be entering the lead data. Okay. Now, second, the moment lead is created, we have a procedure here. So look at the story. You enter the lead. The moment a lead is created, we have a sidebar component like this. Tabs will be available. Here, new items. Now, when the manager log in, I am the manager, or you are the regional manager. When you log in, list of new leads which are assigned to you, they will be visible here as a sidebar component. New items 4, new items 0. Now, when I click on these new items, so already I will be having a table here which will be showing list of leads. Right. Now this is recently used leads will be coming. But when I click on the new items, all the new leads which are assigned to me, I'll be able to find from here. When I click on new items, so I'll be getting. So what did I create? I created a custom sidebar component. To show number of leads that are assigned to me. Okay. The leads which are assigned to me, which are not in the call list. There is a checkbox called call list. If it is added to the call list, the checkbox is enabled. Okay. If it is not enabled, that is not in the call list. List of new leads which are assigned to you, which are not in the call list, that will be displayed here. When I click on this, the list of leads will be coming here. Name of the company, last name, first name, all the story. Email, phone, this data will be coming here. So what was this? When a user log in, you may be a regional manager, you may be a manager. When you log in, you will be finding a sidebar component which will show you a list of leads which are assigned to you, which are not in the call list. Then when I click on the new items, the list of new leads which are assigned to me will be opened here. Now I can choose here. I can go for a mass select, and there will be buttons on the top. Add to call list, appointments, schedules. Then I can select this, click on add to call list. These leads will be added to the call list. Okay. Right about. I hope you are getting my point here. So what are you involved? You are involving overriding the lead pages with the concept of standard control with the extension. And also you are involved in creation of custom sidebar component. The moment you say you are involved in this, the probable questions that you can expect on this, because you told you are involved in overriding the standard page. How did you override? Apex, standard control, okay, Apex, page, standard controller, lead. This is how we are going to define. Right. Now, the moment you say you are involved in this, the probable questions that you may encounter, what are different types of particulars, standard, extensions. How many Apex classes we can define as extension? Because the moment you said you are using a standard control with extension, the probable questions they may be asked, because you told you work with this particular functionality in your project. Now, how many Apex classes we can define in the as extension? What is the order of execution for extension? What is use state? In fact, other questions, what is a standard controller? You have to know this step. Then what we are involved? We are involved in creating a custom sidebar component. We are involved in creating a custom sidebar component. We are involved in creating a custom sidebar component. Right. Then, okay. How many custom objects? Okay. Next one. So, couple of VF pages to meet business requirement. Now, what was that? Now I told when you click on the call list of all the leads which are in the call list should be displayed. Appointment, list of all the appointment records should be displayed. Schedules, list of all the schedules should be displayed. Adding them to the call list, adding them to the appointment, adding them to the schedule. This is what custom functionality involved in creating couple of VF pages in meeting the business requirement. So when select the leads, add to the call list, select the leads, add to the appointment, select the leads, add to the schedule, click on the schedule, list of schedules of you, click on appointment, list of appointments in the calendar, list of records in the call list. All these are what? Independent VF pages. Simple SQL query, fetch it or update the data. Insert the data, okay, perform a TML or write a SQL query, get the data. A simple VF pages to retrieve the data, insert the data. So we are involved in creation of couple of VF pages in meeting the business requirement. The next here, triggers. Triggers to handle the duplicate links. So you want to check the duplicate links. You are writing a triggers to handle the duplicate links. So whenever a new lead is created, we identify whether the lead is already existing in the database or not. If it is already existing in the database, check out the age of the lead. If already lead is created, okay, story, look at the point here. After before the lead is created. So when a new lead is created, check the duplicates. Now we have a couple of points here. Source. If source is employee, source is other than employee, the source is other than employee, that is web to lead, purchase data, this type of data is there. If it is other than employee, we have some extra set of validation rules to run. If employer dealer is creating, so they are just employees of the organization, they create with the full leverage data. If the data is coming from a web to lead or purchase data or market explorer, we may or may not get the complete information as per the required. There's a validation check should be done there. If it is a employer dealer, okay, then go for the validation check. After validation check is done, so what is the story here? Extra validation rule should run only when it was created from other sources. Okay, then how will you implement that? How will you implement that? Custom setting. Custom setting. Hierarchical custom setting. Okay, if a web to lead, default created by user is there. If it is a purchase data loader, there is a default created by user. If the data is coming from these two users, run these validation rules. Otherwise, don't run these validation rules. So I have a trigger with some part of the logic. I have a trigger. In the trigger, we have a part of the logic. That logic in the trigger should run only when the user is the default created by user for web to lead or the data import user. If they are these two users, run the extra validation, run the extra code. In the trigger, I am going to write it. If this is true, run this code and followed by rest of the code. Rest of the code should run for everyone. The code what I wrote in the if, that should run only for the particular group of people. Who is the group of people? Whoever is created, okay, on whose name the web to lead is created, and on whose name the data loader data is coming, the purchase data is imported. For those two people, extra validation rules are there. For the rest of the people, no need of going for extra validation, because I am the employee. Straight away I am logging into Salesforce. I am entering the data, but other data is coming from purchaser or web to lead. Is the customer or dealer, whoever is interested, they are pushing it. Now they may or may not be providing my required information in the format which I need. Now there is a required. I gave XXXX ABC ABC, but still lead is created, right? Okay. So what happened? Extra validation. How will you achieve that? We require a custom setting with a hierarchical. Then I'm going to check for the duplicate. Check the duplicate. Now check the duplicate means in that region, in that place, do we already have subdealer or not? Lead is created, but in that region already I have a lead, or the same person has made a multiple inquiries. You are already made for a subdealer. You also made it for a franchise. You also made it for an inquiry for a dealership. Okay, he made 3 application forms, sir. One for exclusive, another for dealer, another for subdealer. Now I said duplicate data. It's a duplicate data. Now I have to verify the duplicate data. If the duplicate data is found, then what should I do? Then identify data found or not. Now where should I check? Duplicate data here as well as in the account also. Duplicate data in the lead I have to check. Duplicate data in the account. Now already he is a subdealer. He made an inquiry for retailer. Okay, already we have this association with these people. In the Pune location I have, in the Pune I have a association with these people. The guy in Hyderabad, he was trying to make a deal with these people in the Hyderabad. Now already we are associated with this company. Okay, now we already have association, we broke up. Again, we are trying to create it. Then already existing data is there. So check for the duplicate. If duplicate data is found, not found. Duplicate data where I should check? In the lead I have to check as well as in the account object. If it is found, identify the age of the record. How many days back it was created. If age is above check the age. If age is above 30 days. So you made an inquiry 30 days back, but still this fellow, the lead was not processed. Then reassign to managers or so he made an inquiry 30 days back, but still that is in the pending state. Then in that case, what should I do? Send an email to RM. Okay, reassign the record to RM. Boss, the lead was assigned to manager. From last 30 days, there is no progress on this. That is the reason the lead was reassigned to manager. Okay, digital manager, so that he will take care about why it is not progressing. If it is less than 30 days, if it is less than 30 days, notify the owner. If it is less than 30 days, duplicate record is found. So the duplicate record is created less than 30 days. Then notify to the owner, whoever is the owner of the record, notify him, boss, we received an inquiry, process it fast. Okay, if it is already more than 30 days, reassign to the manager. Reassign to the manager. So, is that was clear for everyone? When the lead is created, okay, if the source is other than employer or dealer, we have an extra set of rules to run. If it is a dealer or employee, then directly go for the check of duplicate check in the lead and account. If the duplicate check is made, if it is found, then find out the age of the duplicate record. If the age of the duplicate record is more than 30 days, then okay, reassign to the regional manager and notify to the manager. If it is less than 30 days, notify to the manager, boss, process the lead fast. If there is no duplicate record found, create the lead. Assign to the notify the manager. Right? So when a new lead is created, automatically we are going to run a trigger is going to be fired. It is going to identify the source of the lead. If the source of the lead is employer or dealer, then straight away check for the duplicate. If duplicate is not found, create the lead, save it. Send an email to the manager to whom it is assigned. If duplicate is found, identify the duplicate lead and check the duplicate lead. If the duplicate lead is found, then notify to the manager, regional manager. Okay, reassign to the regional manager, send a mail to the manager. If duplicate is found, age is less than 30 days, notify the owner. So this is what a quick trigger to implement the functionality. This is a duplicate check functionality. So what we are involved? Boss, we have a trigger to handle the duplicate leads. We have written a triggers to handle the duplicate leads.
So if the duplicate record is found, the new lead will not be inserted.
Then we will be throwing a custom messages.
Customization.
You have to throw it. You have to throw the error message. Record.add error. Right. So this is how we are creating it. Right, boss? I hope you are good with this story. Clear? So what we are involved? We are involved in creating a triggers to handle the duplicate leads. Involved in creating a triggers to handle the duplicate leads. Okay. Then, so what is our implementation? We are involved in creation of overriding the standard pages. We are involved in overriding the standard pages, and we are involved in creating a couple of custom VF pages. We are involved in creating a sidebar components. Then we are involved in creating a couple of triggers of the lead. So this is my trigger logic. This is my trigger logic. which I implemented. This is a trigger logic. Right, Amma? I hope everyone is good with this story. I hope everyone is good with this story. You can explain it. Right. So we'll be coming. We are also involved in creating a couple of pages for the communities. We are also involved in creation of couple of leads for the communities. The moment you say this, they'll ask you, what is the probable ODBD? What is the ODBD that you extend on this? Who can see the leads? Only the leads which are belonging to the particular region, they can see it. So is the leads programmatically you can verify the duplicates, but generally they are already assigned to one dealer. Every lead will be assigned to one dealer, and will be having one manager for it. Will be having one manager for it, and they'll be assigned to one dealer. On every dealer will be assigning one. On every lead will be one dealer associated, one owner associated. Okay. Next, lead conversion. We implemented standard lead convert button. So according to your application, when lead is converted, only account and contact is created. Because we are dealing with only corporate customers, right? Corporate customers or dealers or service provider. They don't create an opportunity. First, we are going to create them as accounts. Later on, they'll be creating an opportunity. So when the lead is converted, only account and contact is created as per our requirement. So they may ask you the functionality of lead conversion. The probable questions you can expect here. You will be expecting a questionnaire about custom settings, because as per our requirement, custom settings will be given, custom metadata will be given. So what is the difference between custom setting, custom metadata? Custom setting, when you import, only custom setting object will be deployed. When you deploy custom metadata, custom metadata object and data both will be deployed. Custom setting we cannot write a SQL query, and custom metadata type we can write a SQL query. Both are same. But when you deploy, table with the data will be deployed. Custom setting, only table will be deployed. We need to enter the data separately. In the custom metadata, data and table both will be deployed. Okay. Then we can expect a questions on trigger questions, recursive triggers, circular triggers, all the stuff you can expect. Then here you can expect a questions like field mapping. This type of questions you can expect. Right, Amma? I hope I'm good with this. So, can you explain what I given you? Is that flow was clear? Whatever I gave, can you explain the same structure here? Okay. Now, if you want to practice this, whatever I explained, you can practice the same. Now, I told you, create lead object, create 3 record types on it. For every record type, 1 page, 1 VF page. You can create 3 record types. For every record type, create 1 VF page. Then I told, override the new button. Create a VF page, which will override the lead new button. I told you create a trigger. I give a logic here. This is my requirement. I gave my requirement structure. I give. Looking at the requirement structure, you can build a trigger. If you want to practice, you implement those things. Okay. Is that was clear? So your roles and responsibilities as of now is, what is your roles and responsibilities as of now? Involving creation of triggers, involving creation of Visual Force pages or overriding the standard buttons. You have overridden the sum of the standard functionality. Create a custom pages involving creating a sidebar components, and you are involved in creating triggers. This is some of the roles and responsibilities what we performed on this particular object. Then tomorrow we'll see account object. Now lead is converted. We'll see account object. Okay. Now at this level, what are the custom objects you implemented? Now, what are the custom objects we have? Call list, appointments, right? This is the custom objects which we had associated with the lead. With respect to the lead, these are the custom objects what are associated. I hope everyone is good with this. Clear? Right, Amma? Okay. So tomorrow we'll see the story on the account. Now, once the account is created, what are the business functionality we are implementing? A few functionalities on this. Okay. Right. That's all from my end. Once it is completed, I'll give the hard copy. Once I've done, I'll just give the hard copy of entire story. That's all from my end. Meet you tomorrow.